The wheelchair. I've never seen so many white coats in my little room. Nurses, orderlies, physical therapist, occupational therapist, psychologist, neurologist, interns, and even the department head. The whole hospital had turned out for the event. When they burst in, punishing the conveyance ahead of them, I thought it meant that I was being ejected to make room for a new patient. I'd already been at Burke for a few weeks and was daily drawing near to the shores of awareness, but I still cannot imagine any connection between a wheelchair and me. No one had yet given me an accurate picture of my situation, and I clung to the certainty, based on bits and pieces I had overheard, that I would very quickly recover movement and speech. Indeed, my roving mind was busy with 1,000 projects: a novel, a travel, a play, marketing a fruit cocktail of my own invention. Don't ask for the recipe, I have forgotten it. They immediately dressed me. Good for the morale, pronounced the neurologist in sententious tones. And in truth, I would have been pleased to trade my yellow nylon hospital gown for a plaid shirt, old pants and a shapeless sweater, except that it was a nightmare for them to put on. Or rather, to watch the clothes manipulated, after endless contortions over these uncooperative deadweight limbs, which served me only as a source of pain. When I finally dressed, the ritual could begin. 2 attendants seized me by the shoulders and feet, lifted me off my bed, and dumped me unceremoniously into the wheelchair. I graduated from being a patient whose prognosis was uncertain to an official quadriplegic. They didn't quite applaud, but they came close. My caretakers made me travel the breadth of the hospital floor to make certain that the seated position did not trigger uncontrollable spasms, but I was too devastated by this brutal downgrading of my future hopes to take much notice. They had to place a special cushion behind my head. It was wobbling about like the head of one of those African women upon removal of the stack of rings that had been stretching their necks for years. "You can handle the wheelchair," said the occupational therapist, with a smile intended to make the remark sound like good news, whereas to my ear it had the ring of life sentence. In one flash I saw the frightened truth. It was as blinding as an atomic explosion and keener than a guillotine blade. They all left. As 3 orderlies laid me back down, I thought of movie gangsters struggling to fit the slain informer's body into the trunk of their car. The wheelchair sat abandoned in a corner, with my clothes tossed over its dark blue plastic backrest. Before the last white coat left the room, I signaled my wish to have the TV turn on, low. On the screen was my father's favorite quiz show. Since daybreak, an unremitted drizzle had been streaking my windows.